I definitely think you should read, it's called Be Obsessed or Be Average by Grant Cardone. My wife asked me for a book recommendation too, and at the time I was just starting to listen to the audiobook, and I was like, well, I'm halfway through the book, I kind of like it. No, I was like, I barely have got into the book at all. I have to do something else, so why don't you go and pick up this audiobook and I'll come back to it, right? And it's funny as Kenji's like, it's kind of ridiculous because it's like, I'm hearing you speak.
To be reminded of a dream that was buried long ago.
So while I don't agree with everything Grant Cardone says, of course, because we're two different humans, I agree with a vast majority of his thought processes. And really what it is here is in this book, Be Obsessed or Be Average, he says, be obsessed with your goals and your dreams and go all in to make those happen. And I love that, right? Because first of all, I only want to work on things that I'm passionate about and I really enjoy. And then I want to be successful at them. And this was basically the permission. He basically gives permission to individuals to say, it's okay to be obsessed with those dreams that you want to do and have and accomplish and expect to work your butt off to make those happen, right? So I actually read this book after reading his 10X rule book, which in the 10X rule, it was about knowing that if you think you need to make one phone call to get a sale, plan on making 10 phone calls to make that one sale. Things like that, right? So just the crazy amount of effort needed to make something happen. Be Obsessed or Be Average is more of the background as to why he thinks the way he thinks. His life, he was a drug addict in his early 20s and struggled to get a business going and really went all in on his goals and dreams. And he's pretty successful now. I think his net worth is over $500,000, and I think he has over $4 billion in real estate development assets, something like this. A lot of money, either way, it doesn't really make a difference. For him, he's all in on what he wants to do. And I know so many individuals that are really, really interested in certain parts of life or, accomplishing dreams, and then they half-ass it all the way through. So one way to apply this is that until you are financially free, whatever that means to you, what are you doing taking a break all the freaking time? Why does your workday end at 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock? When you know you're not set up to provide for yourself or your family. If you're obsessed with the security of your family, then you have to do whatever you got to do to secure them financially, emotionally, physically, right? So it's not just money. So as you know, one of the things that I have on my goals is that I want to have a close relationship with my kids. And the way I do that is I make sure that no matter what, I try to spend every night some time with them as a family, right? Us as a family. But I specifically carve out time to spend one-on-one time with each of the people in my life. So one-on-one time with my wife, my son, my daughter. That's why, because I'm obsessed with my family. I'm also obsessed with my business. So things that I'm not obsessed about are gonna get cut out. I love watching movies, but that doesn't weigh more than the other two, so that's a treat. So really highly recommend that book to anybody. I love what he talks about, and I love his go-get-it attitude. You can almost identify people that have read this book, or anyways, if you get to a point where you talk to somebody that's read this book, it's almost like, immediate camaraderie, because it's like, you're a fucking freak too, right? Like you're all in, right?
To be reminded of a dream that was buried long ago.
See, that's what I love about the audiobook, and specifically that Grant Cardone narrates his audiobooks, is that you can actually hear him. And what I do is I kind of take the speed up here to 1.35. So to me, I like the fact that he, in this sense, he's kind of faster. Right? So it's almost like you're having like a hyped up coach in your ear talking. So I kind of like, that's how I do on these books. So I do the audiobook, and again, he's talking right there. Like go through the things in your life that you wanted to do, and you'll find that you want to bring those out. What are those dreams? Be obsessed on those dreams and stop living a halfway life. For again, whatever that means, whether it's charity work, it's gardening, it's your family. It doesn't have to be just about money. Money is just one thing to some people. Do whatever you want to do, but don't do it half-assed, right?